interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. The Japanese have attacked Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, by air. President Roosevelt has just announced.
Since the beta, people started using demo rushes and grenadiers and half tracks, and it seems to be pretty effective as a diversion.
Deutschland von 1 hat 3/4 die Waffen niedergelegt. Ich habe grundsätzlich immer erfüllt.
Mirror matches are a tricky thing. Lots of people do want the mirror matches, but there's their balance problems, you know? I mean, one of the things that I like to talk about...
We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our honor.
This is Bridge 1 to TSN Central. Tales of Heroes is a go. Repeat, Tales of Heroes is a go.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tales of Heroes here on the Team Sportscast Network. This game, I will let my co-host introduce Vitensby. He was playing it, so I figured only correctly enough to have him introduce the game. Mcgechean's War, or Mcgechean's War, Mcgechean's War, whatever. It's the map here tonight. A 2v2 with Vitensby playing on the Axis side under the name I Need a New Account, as his teammate Solex. Is that his actual name or is that a Smurf name?
No, it's a Smurf name. He also goes by Souja.
And that's not Soldier, that's Souja.
Souja, right, yeah. And we have Nide as the allied player that's going to be opposing me on the western side of the map. He's currently top 50 allies player. His level is 8, and we have Nightblue, who's going to be opposing Souja on the right, or the eastern side of the map, and he is currently also a level 8 allies player, top 50 as well. This was the second of a series of 3 games. We did a best out of 3, and like I had mentioned before, it wasn't originally supposed to be for the show, but we had some really intense matches. All of us have played on this map a lot. I know me and Souja, we go back being teammates since the beta, and this was one of the beta maps. I'm looking at this map, and there are so many dead cows on it, especially on the edges. Man, what is the deal with that? So, can we just have one live cow, you know, just walking around, please?
Yeah, the artist went a little overboard, you think? So.
Yeah, but at least they provide orange cover. Thank God.
Yeah, they do. They do provide light cover, so that's the only advantage to their grisly appearance. I think this is one of the only maps I remember seeing them, if not the only map. Oh my God, that one's been dissected by aliens? I don't know. I never really took a close look at that one. I'm not zooming in on that anymore. Anyway, this map we talked about before. The main portion of this map that actually matters is the left-hand side, because that's where you've got 2 medium fuel points and 4 medium munitions points here, as well as a victory point. So the western side of the map is exceedingly important. The center is usually important because it allows access to flank on the western side, and the right-hand side only has 10 fuel, really. So it's nice to have, and there's in a lot of the games that I play, one team will wind up taking the right, and the other team, you know, will usually wind up taking the left, but they'll usually take pot shots at the right, so you got to defend it if you're going to take it. But it's usually worth going after that 10 fuel just to deny your opponent of it. But anything that you guys were planning going into this Vitensby on the Axis side?
Well, I particularly have preferred to go Terror recently, although I started out with Blitz, so I go Terror in this game, and Souja goes Blitz, because I think Terror and Blitz make an excellent combo. They both go Armor Company, no surprise there. And basically, the first game I went Mass Volks with MP40s. That really didn't work out that well. I use a 3 Pioneer bike start this one, just because I think that if you can get a bike to their plus 10 fuel, it'll stop that first engineer from capping capping their plus 10 fuel until a rifle squad can come up and protect it. They go double barracks. Obviously, we go with Wehrmacht. Souja does a pretty typical Axis strategy with Volks and MGs early on, and then we both tech up to tier 3, whereas the Allies, one of them goes quick tank depot, the other one goes quick motor pool. I kind of adjusted my strategy. You'll see some bunkers going up because I was just sick of quick quads coming out, which had happened in the first game and just completely ruined our day. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good introduction from my half.
Let us unpause it then and find out what kind of craziness ensues in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We are unpaused. So, as we said, we have the Pioneers on the top left here, Vitensby under the name I Need a New Account, and on the right-hand side we have Souja under the name Solex. And we'll see exactly what happens right at the beginning. You send your engineers off to build Wehrmacht quarters. Both of you, no early engineers going anywhere else at the moment. So we've got double engineers on both Wehrmacht to get it up. We've got, usually you only go with a single engineer on the Allies because, it takes a while to get enough manpower to build a rifleman because the, the engineers cost 20 more manpower. So usually you don't need 2 engineers. If you build it farther away like that, it might be useful, but let's see now. We've got the early Wehrmacht up. You're building up the bike. We probably got Volks coming out or a machine gun from our partner on the right there, Souja. Interestingly enough, it looks like Nightblue is going for the early fuel on the right-hand side of the map rather than concentrating on the middle, which is actually what I usually do when I play that side. But we'll see how things turn out here. Basic early game strat. Looking at the overview.
My early game strategy was to secure the plus 10, the medium munitions points on the left side. In fact, as you can see, I'm basically going to be capping all 3 of those, so we can definitely get an early munitions advantage. And then I proceed to cap the fuel points afterwards and garrison the buildings that are near the fuel point and the plus 5 munitions point. And you'll see my bike is going to be coming up to intercept the engineers. Unfortunately, in our first game, he had learned from that he needs to bring a rifle squad along with it, Nide that is. So my bike doesn't exactly do its job, but it delays him for a few seconds, which is always a good thing. And it's also a great recon unit to have and can help out against. Later on, you'll see that bike actually lives for about 30 minutes.
That's a great thing to do. If you get a bike or a jeep, keep that sucker alive. I mean, that's one of the great units to have, just so you can spy on your opponent. It's got a huge line of sight, and intelligence is very important. Intelligence is power. Information is power. And on this map, it's even better because you can get in behind those hedgerows and see an entire field on the other side, and they can't catch your guy. They have to go around and try and find a way around it. So we have the basic fighting going on over here on the right, it looks like. Actually, a machine gun over here.
Yeah, that's a very interesting machine gun position rather than
Really?
what most people do, which is stick it in the building by the strat point, but you can easily lose control of the fuel if you do that, so he preferred in this game to put it in that corner, and it does its job by securing that early on. In the courtyard, some people prefer to build a little bit of barbed wire as allies in between that fence, the little gateway, and that can also be a very powerful strategy against Axis early on. Nide kind of starts out with typical rifle jeep combo, whereas Nightblue goes for, I believe, double rifleman start. It looks like.
And a very nice, double machine gun over here, plus some a bike and I think some engineers that basically force him off of this strap point. He was about to take that to cut your fuel off, but you got the fuel on the right, you got your fuel on the left, so it's very, very even in the game. The only thing in the middle that's in your side that shouldn't be is this munitions, which is being taken by engineers now. So very close game. Finally, actually a small advantage in terms of victory points, 500 to 469, as you've got the advantage over there. And some barbed wire down on your side guarding that victory point. Very good placement. We were talking about early barbed wire is definitely useful. Certainly that's a great position. It's going to force them to come around here, which is probably where you're going to expect them to come, but not a lot of defenses otherwise. You don't have many units over here. Finally, we've got a machine gun squad coming in. Oh, you've got 2 machine guns. That's where you got your other guns. Okay.
Yeah, I'm redeploying my machine gun on the left-hand side to intercept those riflemen, and as you can see, it just pinned down 2 engineers, or suppressed 2 engineers, and the rifleman squad.
Okay.
You'll see.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm building an early bunker in the center, which was part of my strategy, was to build bunkers. And you're going to see I'm also going to place a whole bunch of mines in case they get early quads against us, because one mine will pretty much almost take out a quad and it'll damage its engine.
Now, let's see if this bunker pays off, because you've got basically just engineers in there right now, or pioneers rather, in there right now. And I can't see the guys in there, but it looks like you're probably going to almost kill these pioneers if they stay here. Or sorry, almost kill these engineers. And a bike coming in to help out. He did manage to take that victory point from you, and the one on the left he flanked around to grab too, so certainly the victory points have swung back in Allies' favor. Wow, lots of back and forth in this map. Using the graves for cover. Some Volksgrenadiers on the right-hand side here, doing well. With more bikes over here on Souja's side as well.
And I'm building another bunker.
Runs into a rifle squad, not good.
And I'm building another bunker on the left just to put that MG in there, and then I'll be recapping that point after I can get that. It's right on the border of that territory. It's as close as I could build it, and it will cover the medium munitions point.
That's a good placement. So now... Oh, here we go. We just had these riflemen get pinned down by the machine gunner over here. That's a good placement. Certainly, I love that building, really. I actually make that a forward HQ sometimes when I'm playing this map. It's a great place to have one. Helps control that entire left side. Over on the right, placing some... Oh, no, he was placing barbed wire. You were charging him with your... I guess that was engineers. To try and cut it or kill those engineers?
I wanted to kill those engineers before they completed it, and also if you stand your pioneers in the path that they're building, it'll prevent it from being built. I really don't understand his barbed wire placement there. I don't really think it's going to give him any advantage. It only would have given me an advantage to help secure that medium munitions point. I think that might have been a tactical error. I'd be curious to know what he was thinking. I'm placing mines in the center. I already have one in the crater. It's always a good idea to put mines in craters because that's usually where allies will try to put their riflemen or something in the cover early on. They did a quick, blitz through the center last time, and I figured that they were probably going to do the same. There's an incomplete observation post from Nide on the left side. I'm not sure why that was incomplete. And now he's coming back to build it, and he also built some barbed wire there to keep me out of there for the time being.
Flamers on the right over here, the Pioneers taking out the observation post and the fuel. That's good. You're going to get a small fuel advantage when you take that, and you've cut down their fuel in the middle as well. At the very least, for a couple of seconds here, while he has to rebuild it, dedicate some resources to that. Good thing there.
Yeah, and that bike is a beast.
Yeah, the bike is doing well. It's just going all over the place, staying alive. And so we've got a pretty hard line of bunkers, buildings. I mean, look at this. You've got your bunker over here. You can't even see it, but you've got a building over here. You've got another bunker in the middle. So this whole left-hand side. And look at all these... Wow, look at all these riflemen over here. He's got two squads over here, another squad over here, and they are not having an easy time against your machine guns and bunkers. So certainly that is doing a very good thing at holding the line over there. But we do have a half-track, very early, headed over into the right-hand side, trying to hit up Souja, just as a Sturm Armory is coming up. So this could be bad. They've actually got... Is that a machine gun squad in this building? No, rifle squad in this building.
Yeah, I think he made a mistake right there. He should have rushed Souja's base, but it's always a risk. But I still think he could have scouted and killed the guys that were building that
the Sturm Armory.
And would have slowed his tech. I certainly hadn't teched up yet. I was focusing more on trying to secure my gains because I did build 2 bunkers, which means I'm a squad down, and I really didn't want him to get early grenades. And
mines being put in strategic locations over here, very good to defend against a similar strategy on the left. At the crossroads, very good place to put mines.
So the fronts are kind of established at this point, and it doesn't stay like this for very long, so don't get discouraged. But that early observation post that they put up on that +10 fuel is going to give them quite a bit of advantage, because as you can see, I don't have one on our +10 fuel, but we do have +16 or +6 extra coming in from the right side of the map since Souja made some gains. There's a armored car that just went over a mine on the right. It was excellent placement. That's certainly going to set him back. As you can see, one mine basically just took out that upgraded armored car that had the gunner on top.
Oh, wow.
Right by the fuel. And that
How did it? Was it damaged already?
I'm sure he might have got a Panzerfaust off.
Ah,
I've never
that must
really
have been
seen
it.
one mine take out. Yeah. And Souja, I guess, now can kind of salvage if he wants to get killed, but later on he might be able to salvage that wreck.
And now we see you taking back the left-hand side. Oh, he's got rifle spam coming over here. You're not going to be able to hold that off with just Volksgrenadiers. So certainly you're doing a good job of at least, flipping these victory points back and forth, keeping them from getting any kind of major advantage. In fact, you've got the advantage right now by about 40 tickets here. 412 to 458 is the current score in favor of the Axis. And the Allies are taking back the right-hand side a little bit now. They've cut off your fuel. Now it's completely cut off.
And we have a Goliath right behind that Stug. One of the things you're going to see in this game is quite a bit of Goliaths taking out AT guns, which is always very exciting. So there will be quite a bit of Goliath action. And
so now that there's a Stug out over here, this is going to be a Stug and a Puma. This is going to be a rape. This is just going to be a categorical slaughter, as these two units plus probably some Pioneers. Yeah, Pioneers here to cap points. Just destroy everything. I mean, that Stug, no way they're going to be able to hold out against that unless they get an AT gun coming out. Nightblue's got an AT gun. We've got a Sherman popping out on the left. And you've got a very damaged engine half-track, a destroyed engine half-track that ran through a couple of mines in the middle here.
Yeah, and I'm going to Panzerfaust it right
How did it get repaired?
Make sure it goes down. Wow. Yeah, it looks like it just got auto-repaired somehow.
That was really weird. But wow,
yeah,
okay, it didn't matter, I guess.
It sped up all of a sudden.
Yeah.
When I was going to Panzerfaust it, I was like, what the heck? But, wow. That is quite strange. AT gun just took out that Puma real easily with armor-piercing rounds. We have another motor pool unit coming up, the M8. And now you're going to see the Goliath running down to intercept its first of many AT guns, which is going to really hurt Nightblue's strategy. Meanwhile, we got the Stug coming on the Sherman on the left, which is going to wreak havoc on me. Because I don't have any counter for it. And you can't exactly run a Stug into a Sherman, you gotta have two of them.
Yeah, even on this map it's very difficult to fight a Sherman with a Stug. Even though this is definitely a lot better. And Souja's got one Stug, two Stugs, so he's got a decent chance over here. Especially against his armored car, he's going to be able to take that out. But let's find out what's going on the left. Whoa, something just died. What just died? I just missed.
It was a Jeep, it ran over the mine.
Okay, there's the Jeep, okay.
And then the Sherman's going to run over the other mine right now.
Nice!
So those mines are really paying off, and a damaged engine on a tank like we had talked about earlier is pretty much a good game against an undamaged engine on another tank. On the right side, we just had a mine being laid by Souja by the archway. Another quad coming up on the half-track. So Nightblue is really going for like a motor pool strategy until he can get out Calliopes and Pershings, whereas the tank strategy is kind of paying off on the left because I really had no counter for it. I teched up, I think, a little bit too slow in this game, but I do have I have that motorbike still around, and that's going to play a crucial scouting role later on because it's a pretty expendable unit once tanks come out. Got another Goliath coming out to deal with another AT gun. It's on the road.
Yep, I see
meanwhile, the Sherman on the left's getting repaired by an engineer. Nide does an excellent job of repairing his tanks this game. You're going to see some tank battles that you're like, wow, how did two Shermans do that in this game? And repairing was pretty much the answer to that, and some excellent micro. So the Goliath is basically coming.
He's trying to run. He sees it coming. He's not going to be able to. Oh! Oh, no. There's nothing left of that. That's actually... Look, it ruptured the whole damn wall. It took out the archway. I love that. Let's get out. What's going on over here? We've got an armored car and a half-track against a Stug and a Puma. Not good news! if the Stug actually fires, which it does and misses. Wow. Those are the frustrating moments of this game, right? We've got a couple of Stugs from you, and actually Soulja's got a Stug over here on the left as well. You've got another Stug over here on the left. Sticky bombs on the Stug. Not good.
These sticky bombs really turn the odds in this battle, as you'll see. You'll be amazed what happens here.
Did he just blow up a mine that was next to your Stug?
Yeah. He laid mines just in time for that Stug to come by. Another sticky bomb going off while we have a Sherman coming up from behind to flank.
Oh, wow.
That little hedgerow that is so annoying for tank pathing.
Look at it.
Especially when there's two players trying to get through there.
Yeah. You know? GG game, stupid freaking physics. And you can't kill his engineers, because he's just running his half-dead tank away while you shoot at the tank, at the grouped up Stugs that are just, half dead here. I mean, I hate the damn vehicle AI, but, that's another story. Right now, you've got a chance to hurt this. Wow, that thing got rocked over on the side. You've got a small chance to hurt this thing, but, what happened to this tank over here? Did it run over another mine?
Sticky bombs is the answer.
Oh, I didn't even see anybody up there when that was happening.
Here comes up the rifles to toast those Stugs. Yeah, wow. That was such a well played by the Allies.
Wow. That completely changed the dynamics to the left-hand side, man. I mean, he's still got the right, and he's about to kill an AC over here, no problem. He's got 2 Stugs out on the right, Souja, and so he's certainly got 3 Stugs out on the right, and a Puma. I mean, he is dominating the right-hand side, which is the only thing that's going to keep you in this game after that.
And you missed it, but I just ran a Goliath into the riflemen that were by those tanks on the left and killed about 6 or 7 of them.
Nice. I see a half-dead rifle squad.
This map has so many craters by the end of this match. It's ridiculous.
And you got another half-track with the mine, and that does not look like a happy camper. But yeah, just like I mentioned, those mine placement earlier, you wanted to make sure they couldn't get into your base, and that was exactly what happened. He was going to try and rush your base, maybe, or just at least explore it. And now a couple of new Stugs coming out. Hopefully you've learned from your mistakes, eh?
I would hope so. Yeah, we were trying to coordinate some offenses early on where we would double them, but as you saw, wow, that last battle just went really bad.
Oh, no! It hit one of the mines in the middle.
Yeah, that's great positioning for mines right there, especially if allies can get a foothold on that early on. And those, and as you can see, here comes 4 Stugs. Can 2 rifleman squads and 2 Shermans take care of this? I don't know. We'll have to see.
Well, it seems to me, I think it's going. Wow, 4 Stugs. I thought because they were repairing it might last a little bit longer, but he might have run out of munitions because wow, look at him go. Those riflemen are being destroyed by the 4 Stugs. 1 Stug is not very good at killing infantry, but a lot just killed it. Completely wiped it out. Wow.
Yeah, Souja looks like he was looking at something else right there because he didn't move his tanks in. But I think we had pretty good communication overall in this game. We actually were typing to each other.
Where did the last Stug go? Did he move it somewhere else? Oh, I'm only looking at 3 now. Did we lose one?
On the left side?
Yeah.
No, he didn't lose any. He's still got. I think he moved that Stug to the right. It's sitting in the trees, in the courtyard. And we have another Sherman coming up from Nide.
That's what I was looking for.
And Nightblue kind of realized, well, those darn Goliaths totally messed up my strategy, so now I got to get tanks out. And the half-track just ran over that mine that was placed there a while ago.
And look at all those AT guns. Holy crap.
3 AT guns, yeah, and a rifle squad capping the strategic point over there.
But certainly another Goliath is waiting to deal with that, and another one is already coming. Oh, no. He might be able to get that half-track and AT squad next to it.
This is a very weird... You gotta watch this Goliath, where it explodes, and just how much damage it does to that AT gun. Just watch it. It's very strange. It's on the other side of the hedge, and he detonates it. That's how big of a blast radius it has.
Went right through the hedgerow, and there's nothing left. Actually, he can reman that, so it doesn't do quite as much damage. But certainly, you took out another AT gun, forcing him to redo it. But unfortunately, I don't think you have anything that's going to be able to charge 2 AT guns by themselves.
No, yeah. While we were dealing with the left side, because obviously we had some issues, he'd effectively sacrificed control of the right. But he did. Right now, he has a Compcraft center up and has 2 levels of veterancy on his tanks. I kind of neglected to upgrade this game. I was just trying to mass up as many tanks as possible until I got out my Tiger Ace. You can see I'm keeping a Goliath in my base in reserve. You'll see that quite a bit. And I didn't use my motorcycle for a few minutes here, but it will come into play later on. I got an upgraded gun on the Puma as well. That's always kind of useful to have, especially when you have so many munitions that you just don't know what to spend it on. It's always worthwhile, especially if they're going to get out M10s. Yeah, AT guns and quads are very, very strong together, as you'll see. AP round coming from that anti-tank gun, and I don't know if that Stug's going to get out in time. No, it doesn't. It gets toasted. And here comes another Goliath from Soldier's base.
He just loves this thing. 125 munitions for wiping out 300 of your manpower. Yeah, I guess. Apparently.
Well, he went blitz, so he's got nothing to spend it on until manpower blitz later on, which will play an important role.
Who is it? Nightblue over here didn't even actually use that AT gun at the end. Even though it's still available, he could reman it for very cheap.
We're making a major push.
Oh, this is not going to happen.
Yeah.
He finally stopped at that time. But yes, a major push over here. Holy crap. Running that close to so many riflemen is not a good idea. Is not a good idea. Good night, Suzanne. I don't know who that is, but she is gone.
Yeah, his Stug was actually rear-shotting the other Stug,
which
took it down. I'm bringing up that Goliath in reserve to hopefully just blow up all those engineers while my
that would be beautiful. Oh, it got damaged.
That was a lucky tank shot.
No, it was a real lucky tank shot. You might have got them all if he wasn't paying attention. If Souja hadn't backed up his other Stug, that Sherman would have been shooting at the Stug and not the damn Goliath. But certainly, I guess this is the answer to Stug spam. It's just punch a bunch of engineers next to your thing, because Stugs can't kill infantry. So
yeah, those at least one of those Shermans is quite the survivor. I also built a bunker just to hold down that point from him bringing up riflemen too quick. And I don't know what my Puma was doing there. I told it to retreat, and it runs right into the hedge and just sits there. But,
you gotta love vehicle pathing, and now it's gone.
Yeah. Oh well, what a waste. But at least I got rid of their observation post. But Nide is getting bundled grenaded on the right side by a stormtrooper squad. He just lost his AT gun, but he's making a major push on the right while we were failing on the left. I'm pretty sure fairly soon, if they're not doing it right now, they're going to be both getting the upgraded gun on their Shermans. And the first Calliope's on the field on the right, which is definitely going to help out with a nice
oh, wow!
Really turn the tide.
That Sherman walked right into a Tiger ambush. You almost couldn't see that thing. It was blended right in behind the buildings there.
That's an excellent answer for a Calliope barrage. It's great protection that those buildings give you, and he had perfect placement there. And I just got out my Tiger Ace. Really, those early bunkers helped give me at least one extra command point, so I was able to get that out. And you know, with he's got my Tiger Ace is the equivalency of 3 levels of veterancy on one Tiger. He's already got 2 levels of veterancy on his
but that Tiger's in trouble because he can't move out without getting hit by a Sherman and an AT gun. He's got about half health now.
And he's got another Tiger coming out to help out.
He's still got to get it out of this position, though, because this is very bad to be in. He's stuck where he's going to get hit by this AT gun if he tries to leave. Yep, there's another one of the Murphy's Laws of Company of Heroes. Tanks will move through the path of most resistance, as it turns out. That is, you know, that's back in World War II. They trained tank commanders to use all cover provided. So what that means is, anytime there's a building or a bush or a wall, crash through it so the rubble winds up on your tank and you don't actually...
Firestorm coming in on the left.
I see it.
Yeah, I purposely actually let him sticky bomb my Tiger Ace. I didn't care. I knew I could repair it pretty quickly, and I wasn't really
repair a Tiger Ace pretty quickly.
Yeah, well, as you see, I'm going to spam out quite a few Pioneers now and just take care of that. But I wasn't planning on pushing, just holding my gains. And I thought that I just wanted to waste as much munitions as I possibly can. That was 70 munitions right there to prevent him from getting a Calliope barrage later on. So I guess that was my strategic thinking at the time, because I know I'm not that stupid to let him double sticky bomb my Tiger Ace. Or at least I like to think I'm not.
It seems now that you still have the advantage in tickets. You got 282 on the Allies versus 391 on the Axis. And you've got some Pioneers. Did they kill? No, they only got a couple of those riflemen there. But it kept them from camping, and that's a lot of this is just, you know, oh, he's going to heavy crush right through the bush! Hello, riflemen! Good night! Suzanne, apparently. Another sticky bomb, yeah. And the turret traverse is so slow on that thing. And I've read that's actually faster than it was in real life, apparently.
Yeah, someone posted that. But, I mean, you can't have it take... The guy said it took a minute in real life to turn the turret around. I mean, you can't have that in a
But I mean, that's a perfect... You just, like, said, okay, no, you can't have that victory point. I don't care how many Shermans you have over here. That's my victory point. That's excellent.
They're pushing. He's Souja's pushing on the right side just to got an AT gun. Calliope barrage coming in. Actually, pretty effective Calliope barrage against 2 Tigers with 2 bars of veterancy. Probably.
How did he take out that AT gun? Just with Tiger fire?
Just with Tigers, and I think he actually had a Stormtrooper squad sneak up and kill the one on the left.
And he's going after that Calliope real hard. He's like, the Sherman on... Oh no, he's not going to shoot his own tank! Just barely got away with it, but normally that would have hit. Got a single Stormtrooper here, ready to go at it. And misses, of course.
Oh man, those engineers just got toasted. Look at all those parts right there.
Yep.
Oh,
and here comes another Calliope barrage. Jesus, he backs out of it. Very nice micro. Completely gets out of the way.
Coming in, I guess, in case he has any AT guns, and also to scout a little bit to see what's actually...
Wow, those Tigers are hurting. He needs more engineers over there.
Yeah, I fully repaired my Tiger Ace, and I have 3 squads of Pioneers and a 4th one coming on to make sure that thing stays alive. Right now, we kind of both said, okay, look, this is getting ridiculous. I know his tanks are just sitting there on the left-hand side. They have upgraded guns now. We got to double team them. And so we both ran to the right side of the map at this point.
That's a good, because certainly these guns, these Shermans are going to be, you know, if you guys double team one of these groups, you're going to be able to easily take it out. Stug going in for providing the fodder.
Pretty much.
While your Tiger comes from behind, and this Sherman is also getting hit by a Stug. That Stug, I can't believe, is still alive.
Yeah, and he just got the upgraded gun too on that, so it was perfect timing to make a hole in that front on the right.
There we go.
I think that Nide was a bit slow to react. I don't think they quite realized that he was getting doubled on the right, and I think that him positioning those 3 Shermans all the way in the left-hand corner was pretty bad, and certainly... Oh, I have a Souja has a Goliath coming to finish off that Sherman. Almost does it. Goliaths are a great tool to turning tank battles that are pretty dead even, especially when those tanks get bunched up.
Yep. Definitely, Souja needs some more engineers, but you've got like a team headed over here. And unfortunately, one has Flamer, okay. So that's going to hurt his fuel.
I upgraded 2 of them in the squad, but I guess when you have multiple units selected and you click on them individually and then upgrade it, it only will upgrade one of them, so you have to do it actually individually. So I think we got a little cocky here, and we were like, alright, let's run in their base, which, well, you'll see how it turns out.
Well, you got a Tiger Ace and a Tiger both at about 3/4 health. You got a couple of Stugs here at some decent levels of health.
And first Pershing's on the field, kind of going on the left, going in the wrong direction away from the battle. I think our goal was more or less we were going to try to annihilate them. If it didn't work, we were just going to get rid of their tank depots so they couldn't get those affordable Shermans in comparison to, you know, what Calliope's cost, because they have the upgraded gun. You know, you can't really spam too many Calliopes in this type of situation. especially when you don't control those 2 munitions points on the
You're
left.
certainly doing a lot of damage in the fuel here. You're going to have to pay a lot to get those buildings back, especially the tank depot.
Here comes the fully repaired double veterancy Tiger.
Nice.
We have all the riflemen retreating. There's only a Pershing and 1 upgraded gun Sherman there, and we got 1 damaged engine Sherman and another Sherman with the upgraded gun coming.
Here comes a Pershing trying to face off against that Tiger. Missed. That Sherman knows it's in trouble. Oh, another ping off of the Pershing too, though. But here comes 3 more things fired at the Pershing now.
And we have another Pershing that just came from off map in the south. I don't know if either of us saw it because it's in the middle of the base, it's in that road, and it's rear-shotting that Tiger right now. Some sticky bombs going off.
Oh yeah, wow! I couldn't even see it on my mini-map, but that's wow, that just changed this whole battle.
Firestorm going in on the riflemen, just trying to get rid of some of them and maybe do a little bit of damage to the tanks that are...
Oh, that Tiger's in trouble. You guys still aren't seeing it, I think, because nobody's paying attention to that Pershing. Wow. That coming from that specific place is just completely changed this game. The Tiger Ace and the Tiger is really hurt. The Tiger Ace is still full up. It could certainly do a lot of damage. But a fresh double veterancy Pershing from killing a Stug and a Tiger is certainly going to put the hurt on.
Triple veterancy Sherman that just took a shot, direct shot to the frontal armor from the Tiger. Main gun destroyed, Tiger's down. All that's left out of that.
Oh no! Your Tiger Ace is about to have a still damaged engine. It's not getting out of there.
Nope.
But you're going to try and take a Sherman out with you, and you did.
Yeah, that Tiger
Will this do it? There it goes. Oh, wow. I think you did a lot of damage. But wow, you still got the triple veterancy now, Pershing. That is bad news. Those Stugs are like, get me out of here. You've taken the whole right side of the map, though, so certainly you could start pumping out more Stugs if you need them.
Yeah, and Souja had to use the manpower blitz at this point to get out that Tiger that's approaching the base. We thought we still had a small advantage despite losing that entire force, and pretty much we're thinking, all right, let's maybe just pull back, but if we see that they got nothing, then we'll run in. We're thinking that we can win this on victory points alone, so we weren't too gung-ho.
Well, certainly. I mean, you've cut off every resource except for the 2 munitions right next to their base now. I mean, that was a great move, especially since they still had stuff on the left that was not allowing you to push too easily when you had most of your forces in the south. Lots of rifles coming out of the base, and just that 1 Pershing still. I think, did you destroy the tank depot on the left? No, there's still a tank depot that Nide built that I don't think you destroyed. So he could be building stuff, but I don't think they have any fuel income at this point to build anything, which is really what's going to kill him.
But they're both armor companies, so they can get Calliopes and Pershings, and there will be another Pershing coming on the field pretty soon. But that not bringing that Sherman into the battle and leaving it on the map was just... I think that was a bad decision, but as you saw, I just lost a Stug, and all those riflemen are going to pretty much sticky bomb those Stugs to death if I don't get out of there, and I kind of realized that.
You ran over one of them on your way out.
Nice. I love getting delayed and then getting sticky bomb because of that. And I just blew a totally worthless firestorm.
Oh, you gotta get it. Oh, I can't believe you didn't kill that Sherman. You might get it. You're still definitely gonna get it, actually. He's not even got a sticky bomb on your guy now. That's stuff to get out of there alive. But a firestorm on those riflemen would be great right about now.
Yeah, I just used it though on the right, a little hasty, you know. In the fog of war, you don't think too clearly. And the Pershing, as you're going to see, triple veterancy Pershing will actually own a triple veterancy Tiger because the Pershing's front armor, one of my friends at Relic told me, is actually the highest repellent in the game. Even more so, the Tiger just does more damage, but its frontal armor isn't as resistant to shells.
Could just be that the veterancy bonuses are better too.
Yeah. At this point, Soldier was like, Pershing owns Tiger? Are you kidding me? Head on? And I'm like, yeah, you didn't know.
And you got a sticky bomb too, so that would be another addition that's going to hurt you. If only you had an extra Stug to hit the Pershing from the side, this battle might change. And there's one racing down to help. But something tells me it's not going to be fast enough to save this Tiger. Or are you just going to be able to force it off? He knows he needs to hold on to that Pershing. Oh, come on. Go crush those engineers and kill the Pershing. Oh, okay, maybe not. But he's got riflemen chasing your Stug. Could be bad. If that Tiger shot... Oh, body parts everywhere.
And
if that Tiger shot the other one, I would have laughed.
And he has another Tiger, so I'm sure he just used another manpower blitz or saved up for it. I know that was pretty crucial.
That is the most awesome pathfinding ever. Somebody shoot me.
Here comes a fresh Pershing coming up to take care of some of this fodder that's still around. Nide's trying to take care of that Tiger, which he knows is at barely any health. But unfortunately, he runs into a Tiger Ace and a fully health Tiger just to kill that other Tiger and a Stug. So he walked into pretty much a death trap. Lucky Shell bounces off.
Wow, it didn't kill it.
Yeah. Apparently, it takes a critical hit when it's down to less than 10%
I hate
health
that. That's my next rant. Damn it.
Pershing and a Sherman going at it in the bottom.
Pershing and a Sherman, eh?
Yep, against that Tiger.
Okay, sorry. I thought you meant a Pershing and a Sherman going at it and killing each other.
Well, sometimes they like to do that, but no. And
damn, so much heavy armor in this game. It's ridiculous. And now is this Pershing going to last as long as your Tiger did with this 2% health? Nope. Crashed into a tree.
Yeah, that Pershing did not quite have the luck.
Triple veterancy Pershing being repaired against a Tiger. Tiger's going to flank it, though. He's got his front armor against side armor.
And he misses.
And he misses. GG. He still needs to turn it. There he did it. He's got the advantage now with the healing. And oh, no, this Tiger's dead. Booyah! But that Pershing has got to go down. That's the only thing keeping him alive right now is a triple vet Pershing. It killed another. What was that? A Stug?
Yeah.
But now it's not going to be able to survive. Not against a Tiger Ace. Not by itself. There's a Calliope barrage at the right moment, but I think... Did he kill his own tank with the Calliope barrage? Did he hit the main gun? I think he did.
I've never seen a Pershing do what it's about to do. Front armor blasts off. It's totally... I mean, I'm trying to kill this sucker, and look how tank shot misses. Keeps on reversing it. Soldier's like...
Oh. He like gave up there. He's like, it's probably dead. Oh my god, it's still alive. I gotta keep moving it.
Yeah, Soldier's like, just let it go. Just let it go. I'm like, no, it has to die. And then once he sees the Calliope and all the riflemen, he's like, just get out of there. And then there's another Pershing. We're like, oh my god.
Oh no, the Tiger Ace finally got him.
Pershing, Jesus.
And it crashes right into the barracks. And oh man, unfortunately he couldn't get your Tiger with a sticky bomb all that time. You were chasing
I got real lucky. Victory points are going down real quick.
Oh yeah,
79 to 380, and it's really gonna pay off. Even though the battle's kind of evening out here a little bit after.
There's no hedgerow left over here. You guys with Pershings and Tigers, you took out every piece. There's one piece of hedgerow, 2 pieces of hedgerow in this whole section. That's fantastic. Oh man.
Bundled grenade went off by that tree, killing a couple of rifles. They're trying to make a desperate push for the victory
They've got an Allied War Machine on finally. I mean, they could have used that during any of the massive tank battles we've had so far. But I guess when they pushed back to their base, they finally got it, but they didn't have the munitions.
Yeah, I don't think they had the points for it, or maybe the munitions. I think he activated that in case he was going to lose it, because that was, you know, if you walk into an ambush with this many tanks, it goes down in seconds. So I think that was just a precautionary measure to try to get that Calliope back. Whether it was a mistake or not, or could have been used earlier, we'll never know, because the replay system doesn't show us.
Hey, that's my hand. No, that's my foot. Oh, okay, never mind. That's not mine. But yeah, pretty much end game here. He's not got any infantry. He's taken down 1 victory point. He might be able to get that even. But you've got bunker in the middle. You've got nothing on the right, but he's got nothing to cap it with.
Yeah, that bunker really held off a lot of harassment. I think they saw it, early on with those engineers and pretty much said, all right, we're not going to go there.
Yeah, I don't think the Allies ever came near this middle point. That was really impressive.
Yeah, certainly I think the turning point in this game was when we double-teamed on the right, annihilated everything, and then his 3 Shermans were too far in the corner in the pocket. They really should have been by the fuel. I don't even know what they were doing all the way over there. I think that was a big tactical mistake. And playback over.
All right, well, scores were actually semi-close. I think the extended period where they were stuck in their base with nothing to fight with really kind of hurt the score, so it would definitely be closer. That was pretty much where the game ended anyway. Once you got them stuck in their base with no fuel, there was not quite a way they could come back against Stugs spam and Tiger spam.
Yeah, if you look at the territory stats, if you discount the last couple minutes where we really held all the fuel and deprived them of their fuel, then I think pretty much throughout the game the fuel was pretty even. It was just the munitions, the fact that we could just spam so many. We had 600 more munitions. That's 5 more Goliaths, 2 to 3 manpower blitzes, and that's what really turned the tide.
Yeah.
But if you look at the vehicle score, boy, did we lose a lot more than they do, and especially that Nightblue, most of those vehicles were actually AT guns, so we lost quite a bit of tanks.
Yeah.
1 to friendly fire. That was my bad. I guess.
Oh no.
Or maybe it means I lost 1 to friendly fire.
I think that was the one where Soulja was shooting it in the back.
Yeah, Souja was definitely killing my own tanks there for a while.
GG.
Yeah, but they lost quite a bit of infantry casualties compared to what we had. I mean, Nide with 98 infantry casualties by far was probably the turning point. Maybe he just kept on reinforcing rifleman squads when he really should have been focusing the manpower on something else. Not quite sure what.
Yeah.
But, yep.
Definitely a good game. Fantastic. Good to have you on here for it as well. And if you guys have any replays that you'd like to share with us, send them to talesof@tsncentral.com. If you'd like to watch any of our fantastic videos or audio commentaries, audio shows, rather, audio discussion, talk shows, whatever, in podcast format, download format, or audio streaming format, go to tales.tsncentral.com, tales.tsncentral.com. With that, we are closing this one out. This was week number 7 for Tales of Heroes on Mcgechean's War. And tune in next week for another fantastic episode. Right here on the Team Sportscast Network, we call the shots.
TSN, the Team Sportscast Network.
This broadcast is copyrighted 2006 by the Team Sportscast Network. Any copying, reproduction, redistribution, modification, rebroadcasting of any kind or any manner is expressly prohibited without the written permission of the Team Sportscast Network, LLC.